Hi, this is Lori. Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a video introducing some of my travel essentials that I've kind of collected over the years. Some work well for me, others not quite so well, but these are basically what I take on many of my trips. So as you know, I love to travel, but really one thing that I would say my least favorite part of traveling is the packing. And not so much the packing, the act of actually packing it into my suitcase, but kind of figuring out what do I need to take for this trip? What can I leave behind? And so I have organized my essentials, accessories into these bins, which I've stored like this for years. But I took it a step further. What I did recently was I put labels onto the bins, and I'm going to show you more of a close-up on some of the accessories and how they're labeled, and how it's kind of helped me to organize and make the process a lot faster. And stay tuned to the end because I will tell you the one thing that is a lifesaver for me. It has really changed my packing experience. So the first bin I'm going to go through is just what I call cleaning. It's all of my hand sanitizers, wet wipes, especially if you're on the plane. When I get on the plane, I like to wipe down tray tables, seat belt handles. These I take, put in my purse and on the plane. Wet ones and the Purell singles, those come in handy. And then sometimes when there's no soap in public restrooms, I like to have a couple sheets of these soap sheets. My next bin is labeled electronics. I've also kind of have on this sub-label sound machine, nightlight, adapters, fan, in case I don't remember what I put as far as electronics in here. So I have my travel adapters. I have a little mini fan, portable fan that I just purchased. This works really well. And other thing that I like to take, if there's kind of noise, I'm a light sleeper. I can't fall asleep if there's like a clock ticking or any kind of a noise. I need a fan. And this thing, even though it's small, the sound is really pretty loud and clear. And there's like, I think 10 different sounds that you can have. White noise, river, chirping. And then also most hotels now have a night light. However, some don't. And so I do bring a plug-in night light. Okay, here's a bin that I labeled miscellaneous, and then I put on the label in front water bottles, valet tray, mini bags, ponchos, eye masks. These little mini valet trays, I did not buy these off of Amazon. These are actually from Daiso, but I do have one that's from Amazon. But these are nice to put on your nightstand because they pack flat. They take literally no space in your suitcase. You just snap the snaps together and you have a nice little kind of a valet tray for the nightstand. So you can put things in, you can put your glasses, you can put jewelry, you can put, I don't know, just any little item. And that way they won't fall off. And I think by seeing this, it'll help you remember to pack them when you're ready to leave the hotel. My mini hydro flask, I know this is really tiny. I have a larger one, but this is my little mini hydro flask. This one is good if you're traveling. I took this to Europe, and actually I was able to attach this to my purse, so I didn't even have to carry it because it's so light. It's literally plastic. You fill it with water, and then when it's empty, what's great is instead of carrying around a water bottle that's empty that you no longer need, you just fold it up, you slip this around, and it just easily slips into your purse or tote. The other travel item that I take quite often is this little, if you can believe this is like a little foldable shopping bag. Usually the ones that you see are like a little bigger and they're hard to fit in a like small purse. This, for sizing, look, it like fits in the palm of your hand. And it's great because it folds up very, very tiny, but it is very mighty and big because it is pretty strong. I've put some things in here that are pretty heavy and it's fine. And I like it because it has a short handle and it also has a handle, a long handle, so that you can use it as a crossbody. But look how large this is. It's like probably larger than 1 foot by 1 foot. It's great. I love this thing. Ponchos, in case I'm traveling and I don't have a raincoat, I just take these ponchos because they're just so easy to pack. They pack flat. some eye masks for the plane or the hotel. The next bin is labeled bath, and I've labeled toothbrush holder, washcloths by Buff Puff. This is just like a little towel I like to hang in the hotel. This, I like to have these little cloths sometimes instead of just like laying them on the counter or throwing them over a towel rack. I purchased these. These are from Daiso. You just clip it, and you can then hang it on I usually hang it like on the shower head, the pole of the shower head, and then it kind of, drains in the tub. Wash towel, mini water bottles, a mini bottle set. And this I like to take when I'm traveling. It is a toothbrush holder so that I'm not putting my toothbrush on a counter or having to use a cup that's in the hotel. This is ceramic, it's pretty heavy, and I just put my toothbrush in it, keeps it upright. So this bin is labeled laundry. These work really, really good. These Shout Wipe and Go, you can just slip these easily into a pocket or to your purse, but I do have also a Tide stain stick to go. That actually works well. I have some liquid detergent in case I need to wash anything in the sink. These travel folding hangers. It seems like in hotels, you never have enough hangers. And so I purchased these. As you can see, quite a few fit in just a little pouch, and they are collapsible. And when you unfold them, it's a full-size hanger. Okay, the last bin I'm going to go through is these are my essentials that I take on the plane. So I put this in this bin to make sure that I don't pack these in my suitcase, but these are for the plane that go on into my carry-on bag. This is actually an electronics gear bag. It's by Tom Talk. I like it because it has multiple pockets, 2 pockets, and you can fit a lot. I mean, look at, I love these pockets. It's a tech accessory, but I can fit all my items. There's even room for a pen. Sometimes you have to fill out things on the plane. And then it has this section where I have, wet wipes, my stevia, instant coffee, reading glasses, and I kind of hang it on the seat pocket instead of putting it inside the seat pocket. But you can hold it like this. You can hold it like this. So I like this. It's by Tom Talk. I have an inflatable pillow that I take onto the plane. This one I got from Target. It's easy to blow up, and it's great either for if I want to kind of lie down on it, or what I use it for is to kind of prop up my iPad or my book when I'm reading. I also, this is just a black wrap. Sometimes if it's a little cool on the plane and you don't want to pack a big blanket, it's by Happy Lux. I bought this online at Amazon, and it's just a nice cool material, but it does keep you warm. So I'll just kind of throw this over my shoulders or over my legs. And then when I get to the hotel, I have a nice little wrap, or I can use this as an extra little kind of light blanket on the bed. This is a seat organizer for airplane seat. I actually haven't used this yet, but I did buy this at a travel show that I went to. So may try that on my next trip. I don't know if you've heard of Ryder. I bought this because I thought I would use it for my Longchamp Le Pliage that doesn't have a trolley handle. So this is a way where it does fit on my Longchamp, and it does secure it to my rolling suitcase. However, what I use it for, because my Longchamp kind of balances okay on my suitcase. What I do use this for is to just protect my bag. I'll slip this on the bag and make sure that the bottom is kind of underneath at the bottom, so that I'm not putting my bag under the seat in front of me, like on the floor where people have their feet and who knows what else has been on the floor. This kind of protects the bag when I'm traveling and, putting it on the floor of the plane. And then when I get back, I simply just, throw this in the wash, and it's clean again. So I left the best for last. The really game changer for me when it comes to packing is my checklist that I created. I created a checklist, and I actually add to this, delete to it as things change. But I've organized it by different categories: clothing, for example, jacket, gym shorts, socks, shoes, bathing suit, gloves, and then toiletry and medicine, all of the various items that I need to pack as far as toiletry, medicines, other items. Then I have miscellaneous. I have my sunglasses, my hydro flask, glasses, Apple AirTag, books, book light. Three is checklist for my carry-on bag, because I have to remember not to pack some of my items in my suitcase that I really want on in my carry-on bag. So I even have a sub checklist for the carry-on bag. And then last but not least, if I'm traveling with our dog, I have a section for Pooch. So again, I think I did this on Excel. It was really simple to do. Like I said, what I do is I add and delete as things change, but this is something that is a total must for me and makes the process a lot faster. Well, that's it. If you enjoyed this video and learned a couple of new tips that were helpful for you, consider liking and subscribing, and leave me a comment below. I'll see you in my next video, and thank you for watching.